Common, I realize that you've already been on Talk Stoop and we've done all the backstory and stuff, so we don't have to go through that again.
Yeah.
But you're back now 4 years later. How have you as a man changed in those 4 years?
I've really learned to let go of things more.
How? God, tell me how.
I think by just, with experience, a certain maturity, a certain like faith.
In you or in something higher?
Faith in God. Like really allowing God's plan to happen. Another thing that I gained was like knowing that I don't know everything.
Does the role of being a famous guy ever get too burdensome? And you think, I don't want to leave anybody anywhere, I just want to be?
You know, for me, my career was evolving, so I kind of got to go through stages of popularity, and I am a people person, to be honest. I mean, the way I was raised, I guess I just was naturally around people, so I don't mind socializing. You know, when you feel like, if I'm sitting here saying I'm a man of the people and I'm a rap about doing things for the people, then I gotta be that.
Yeah, you do, but being honest, you make more than the people. You're like a head or two taller than the people. You have, not that they're unearned, but you have a lot of opportunities that the people don't have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So how do you lead the people when you're like in a different echelon than the people?
Like I never could sit here and say that, you know, I'm in the same situation that some kid that's growing up in the projects is in right now, or just some kid that may just, like, a teenager that may just be having identity issues. I'm not at that same place, but I've been through certain things where I can relate to both those people.
You have a lot of big things going on right now. Nominated for Best Rap Album. Congratulations.
Yes,
right?
yes,
I mean,
yes.
The funny thing is it's called Nobody's Smiling, but if I were you, I'd be smiling my face off, left, right, and center. I mean, you got everything to be smiling about. So who's not smiling in your record and why?
It's really like a motivational piece more than it is say, nobody's smiling, let's stay in a dark place. It's saying, the way Marvin Gaye said, what's going on? The way Nas said, Illmatic. You know, he was they described situations. Nobody's smiling is really telling you the situation, giving you some solutions.
Is there an answer?
I think the solutions, some of it is, for every community is not all the same, but some of the general things that happen is opportunities need to be there. I'm always an advocate for love. Like, you know, that's just gotta be the way of life. If we can just like make that a way of life, then.
It's easier said than done, right?
Yeah.
You know, I sit on this very stoop and talk about this very topic, loved a lot, and we're talking about it in round ways and general ways, and then I will go in and I might yell at my kids or yell at my husband or yell at myself. And there is no love when I'm doing that, and so it's very hard in practical application. How do we do that?
But I think, you know, we human beings, like, perfection is not, we're not perfect. It's all right that if you get mad, you know, sometimes you don't react in the best way. That still don't override the fact that, you know, if you're putting love in the forefront, then, you know, you might come back and learn something from that. One thing, you know, because Selma means so much to me, the movie Selma.
You got one big issue, I got 101.
What happens when a man stands up, says enough is enough?
Dr. Martin Luther King was like this great human being that we all know is like one of the greatest human beings to walk this earth. But you see that he was a human being. Like he had flaws. The subject matter of infidelity is brought up in the film. Him doubting himself. Seeing the human qualities in Dr. King made me recognize that, man, that was a great thing to see, because it's like we all have our doubts. We all have things that we may not love about ourselves. We all may not live up to the things that we said we want to do. But what's the qualities that are better, are good, and the things that you are doing that are good, let's focus on those. And look at all those great things he achieved.
My eyes have seen the glory, hallelujah.
This film was one of the most important things I've done in my life. And getting to meet like Ambassador Andrew Young and John Lewis, these were people that were in the civil rights, like taking the beatings and strategizing. And one of the most important things he said to me is like, what are you willing to die for? Live for that. Like if it's freedom, if it's just love, if it's Like whatever you, just like live for that.
Live for that. Yeah, man. Live for that. Thank you for bringing that here.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Live for that.
Live for that.